critical for pipeline process, so that I'll be able to have more TRP. Yeah.
No, I'm not getting. Okay, can you repeat again?
As of now, I do not.
Okay, so let's start that today class. Okay, so we have a few more special stock procurement process. So one of the process which we call like subcontracting. So we also called job work. Okay, so subcontracting and job work process. Okay, so what? So is anyone knows about the subcontracting process and job work process?
In this process, vendor will receive the raw materials, sir, and after that he will send to company, and they will pack and they will send. Like they will give contract some work to the vendor.
Okay.
Like he will company will receive semi finished product.
Okay. So can you give me some example?
We can take example of car industry, car manufacturing.
Yes, sir. Dashboards and dashboards like that, the product will be manufactured by the vendor, and they will send to the company, and they will assemble that, and they will sell to the customers.
Okay. So dashboards you're talking about.
Yes, sir.
So what kind of the dashboards it is?
Like AC dashboards or something like that. Otherwise, the instrument cluster. Like that also they will give the contact to other persons, and they will get the semi-finished product, and they will assemble that, and they will sell the product.
Okay. But these dashboards and who is the owner for these products?
So company is the owner, sir. Company will send the raw materials to the vendor, and the vendor will prepare that, and they will send like a semi-finished. After receiving the semi-finished product, the company will assemble everything, and they will sell the particular product, like car.
Okay. Then. So it's we can say like it's a finished goods or semi-finished goods, whatever it may be. Okay, it's not like always it is semi-finished goods. Might be sometimes it is finished goods also. Okay, so the concept it is like we have the components, the raw materials, packing materials, everything we have, but maybe there was some due to lack of the power or lack of the machinery or lack of the people. Okay, so maybe we don't have that much of manpower to produce that. So what we can do, we will be sending these goods to subcontractor, and we will be requesting that to prepare the final product. Okay, by using these components. Okay.
Yes, sir. For example, we can take as a oil packets. They will when company will supply the oil and packages to the vendor, and he will pack it, and he will return to the company, and the company will sell it.
Okay. But where is the manufacturing here?
Sir, vendor actually company will manufacturing this products, oil and package, and the company will supply to the vendor. Okay. And vendor will pack them and return to the company, and company will sell them.
Yeah. So that is also we can take it up, but the best example, if you want to say that in a regular usage, okay, in a, let's take the example of the home. In the home, okay, so I have the chili powder. Okay, so I have the chili powders. So, but I don't have the mill machinery like to produce the chili powder. Okay, so what I can do by using these chilies, okay, I'm just sending these chilies to nearest miller, and we're requesting them to produce the chili powder. So I'm just giving the simple example what we can see in the home, or it may be in the outside. Okay, but the best example like might be we have the chilies, but we don't have machinery to produce the chili powder. So we are reaching to nearest mill, and we're requesting them to use my raw materials and produce the final product, which is like chili powder. right? Even if it is a grinder, okay, if you don't have grinder, okay, so maybe nearest to grinder services, if you're going there and you can provide your raw materials to them and they can produce the final product. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So the concept like is that, okay, we have the components. We have the components. So might be because of the lack of power, okay, or lack of manpower, okay, machinery. Okay. So what we are doing, we requesting, we are sending these goods to nearest subcontractor to produce the respective final product. Final product. Okay. So it might be, I can say like material A and the material B is a component, then the final product is like material XYZ. Okay. So this is the concept. Okay. So in this concept subcontracting process, okay, what else we can get that instead of this final product? If I just coming that material XYZ is my requirement. So my obviously my requirement is material XYZ. But do we get any other than this one? Anything which will get? So anyone knows about the sugar manufacturing?
Which manufacturing? Okay.
Do you know that sugar manufacturing? Or
No.
do you know that oil manufacturing or else oil manufacturing? How it may happen?
No.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. If I just take the sugar manufacturing, okay. So what is the raw materials here? Sugar canes.
Sugarcane, yeah.
Okay. So if you go to villages, okay, what they will do, they will be collect bundle of the sugar canes and they are sending to nearest factory. Okay, that is a sugar factory. Okay, so what they will do, by using these sugar canes, they will produce the sugar. Okay, so it's not only the sugar. Okay, we will get additionally some additional product which is like we called molasses. So this molasses they are using for the some animal foods and some other purpose they are using. Okay, so my requirement is only sugar. Okay, as per my request in the purchase order, my request is only for the sugar, the final product, which I am expecting material XYZ, that is just sugar. Okay, but additionally, I'm getting the product which is like molasses. Okay, so this molasses also sometimes might be it is expensive. I can use this is for selling to the nearest workers or some factories I can sell and they can use for some other product preparation. So whatever the extra wastage product which we are getting, that is unwanted product which is coming, that we called byproduct. Okay, that we call byproduct. So even if you see that oil, okay, when you manufacturing oil, okay, you will get along with the oil, there will be you will get some wastage product that is they are using for the feed. So it's like a animal feed they are using. Okay, so comparing to oil, even animal feed is too expensive sometimes. Okay, so these byproducts we cannot leave, right? Because these are also some valuable products, so that we cannot leave. Even it is not unwanted product is not my actual required product, but that product is too expensive or too costly. We need to get it that product. So whatever the additional product which we are getting, the product that we called byproduct. Clear? Any questions here?
No, sir.
Okay. Apart from this, Okay, we also need to be understand about that. Okay, there is sometimes what will happen. Okay, uh, the product and the component and product both will be the same. Sometimes both will be the same. Okay, so this kind of the sorry, any question here?
Any example?
Voice is breaking. Yogesh,
Uh,
do you have a question?
any example for this product and component both will be the same?
Yeah. So if suppose let's say I have a machinery, okay. So I'm just sending this machinery to the my nearest sub. Uh, I'm sending to the subcontractor, nearest subcontractor for some service, like just installing some product inside the product. They're installing something, or maybe they are what cleaning the machinery, or maybe they can insert the some grease or something like, which is like even I'm just sending the material A, but I'm getting also material A only. Okay, so the component and final product both are same. Okay, so you can say like example, if I'm just going with the services, motorcycle services, so I'm giving to the nearest motorcycle services. So what they will do, they are taking my component as a bike and they're giving back to me as a bike, but they're doing some additionally they are adding the services like the cleaning and changing the oil and washing. Okay, and might be they can repairing that, fitting the all the spare parts. Okay, but the product itself it is the same. Okay, so this we called as a recursive bomb. This we called as a recursive bomb. Okay, so what do you mean by recursive bomb? So when there is a component and by final product both are at the same, that we called as a recursive bomb. So do you know that what is the meaning of bomb? Bill of material. How many you know about a bill of material?
So bill of material is like computer is my final product, and within computer I might be having a monitor, then mouse, keyboard, RAM. All these things will be like my sub material.
Yeah. So to produce the my final product, okay, what are the components it is required? What are the components it is required, and how much ratio? How much ratio of the product which is required? How much ratio of the product which is required? That is component. Okay, that details will be stored in the bill of material, because okay, as a purchasing order procurement team, I am no only creating the purchase order. So here what I'm doing, I'm just creating that, boss, I need only material XYZ, so I'm creating order to the subcontractor. But how the system knows that what component I need to send, whether I need to send material A, whether I send to B, material B, whether I need to send the material C, material D. So how do I know that? The system, the system knows about it. So that information we are capturing in the bill of material. So this is the master data. What we will do in this master data, we are storing that for the final product production or manufacturing. How, what are the components which is required, how much it is required. Okay, let's assume that here material XYZ which is required, material XYZ it is required. So one piece of the material XYZ if it is required, okay, suppose let's say 10 pieces of material A it is required, and 10 pieces of or 100 pieces of material B which is required. Okay, so these figures will be updated in the bill of material. Okay, so here we are taking a small example, but what will be happen in the biggest companies, how it will be like. So they might be have the thousands of components included in the one final product. Okay, including that components, raw materials, spare parts, and including that packing materials, all these things, right? So all these things will be added into the as a BOM component. Okay. So again, if you're talking about again one material XYZ, material XYZ can be prepared by using 10 pieces of material A plus 1,000 pieces of material C. So this is the alternative option. Okay. So that means it's not required the same components need to be used. Might be there is some other way we can use that by using this 1,000 pieces of material C and 10 pieces of material A, I can produce the material XYZ. Did you agree with this one? Did you agree with this one?
Okay.
Do you want an example?
Yes, sir. Give me
Okay.
an answer.
Okay, I'm just giving a small example. Okay, you can take help. Okay, I'm just preparing that. Okay, one like 1 kg of biryani. Okay, let's assume that 1 kg of biryani or 1 pack of biryani. Okay, so so what it is needed actually, I need basmati rice. Okay, and maybe I need chili powder. Okay, and I need turmeric and other ingredients. Let's say ingredients. Okay. Some other ingredients. I'm just adding that. Okay. So same 1 kg biryani. What I can do? Okay. With basmati rice, I can use. Let's say for 1 kg of biryani, I need like 500 grams of basmati rice. Here also, I can say 500 grams of basmati rice. But instead of chili powder, I'm using that chilies directly. Then I can use the ingredients. So did you accept that we can use the chilies as well instead of chili powder?
Correct.
Right. So the combination of the components might be different to company. Right. So in my style of way, I'm preparing the different way. Your style of that maybe you are preparing in a different way. Okay.
Got it.
So when that will be different, okay, that we call alternative BOM. Okay, so that means for the same product can be produced in the different combinations. We'll be maintaining that alternative BOMs like BOM 1, BOM 2, BOM 3, BOM 4. So that we call alternative BOM. Clear? Is it clear?
Yeah.
Any
Could
questions
you
here?
please give me one example of recursive BOM?
Recursive BOM. Recursive BOM, you can take that bike. You can take, right? Bike you can take, and you can take machinery maintenance for purpose. You can take machinery. So what will be happen if it is I'm sending the machinery? Okay, let's say suppose okay there was some. Do you know that what reels in the machinery bearings they are using some bearings? Do you know that? There will be
Yeah,
like
correct.
circle wise. There will be
Ball
bearings
bearings.
will be there.
Yes, sir. Ball bearings.
Yeah. So if suppose that was damaged, okay. So it is not possible. They will come to your location and repairing that. So what they will do? They will say you have to be send this machinery to their location, and they will insert that, and they will recheck that all the insert all these things, and they will send back to you. So the product will be the same, and the final product also it will be the same. Okay. So this kind of that we can call as a recursive BOM. Is it clear? Is it clear? So the concept here is the concept it is there. What the concept here? If the component and final product if it is the same, that we call as a recursive BOM.
Got it.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it might be washing purpose or it may be any other purpose we can take it up. Okay, so just it is example concept. It is like might be in our company that option is not there. Maybe okay, they are not using the same component as a finished goods, but might be my company they have that option. They can go ahead with that option. Like we are prepared. We just sending this purpose because if you see that any car or it may be a bike or something services what they will do. Okay, even the service centers they don't have that option to service that, so they can directly send to the other locations and maybe they have only repair but they don't have washing. So what they will do, they are sending this vehicle to the nearest to washing stores. Then they will do what they will do, they will washing cleaning that and they will send back to you. So it's kind of the service, it's kind of the process. Okay, so SAP it is providing that in case if you have this kind of the process you can use this process. So ultimately what we are paying here amount, what amount we are paying to the vendor here in the subcontracting, what amount you are paying for the final product. Did you paying for the material X budget? Did you
No,
did
no,
you
sir.
paying for the material X budget cost?
No, sir.
No, right? Because this material is my own material and this material is my own material. You just giving the service. Okay, you are doing just some job work and producing the this one. So whatever the production cost or machinery cost or manpower cost, that they can take it up, but they cannot take it like entire cost of this material A and material B, right? So whatever the service cost will be there, that they will be charged. So obviously I can say that even it is the same product or it is a different components. Okay, if I want to use the subcontracting process, I can go ahead with the multiple components or with a single component is equal to a final product. Clear?
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
got it.
Okay. So
So,
here,
just one question.
yeah, sorry.
Whenever we are in the subcontracting process, we'll always be using the BOM component or
Uh, your voice is not reaching here. Okay,
uh,
Yogesh, can you?
yeah, is my voice audible now?
Yes, starting it's yeah, starting it's good. Then later it's gone. There was some. I don't know what's the problem. Is it you are using mic or something like, or you are
Yeah,
using speaker?
I'm using speakers actually.
You are using speakers. Okay.
So,
Okay.
my question is in this subcontracting process or the job work process, will we be always be using the BOM component or it is like is it like a mandatory thing or
Okay. Okay. In case bill of material which is not there, okay. If the bill of material which is not there, okay, what you can do, you can mention these component details in the purchase order. Okay. So basically, this bill of material concept is production relevant. Okay. That means if you have the production PP, they are majorly working, they are majorly using the bill of material. Okay. But if you don't have bill of material concept and we are not using this bill of material concept, what you need to do? You need to mention the material A, material B information in the PO. But since the procurement team they're not aware about that what component they are sending, if they are aware about even they are also they are aware about that in case, but entering that manually that information is very difficult every time because
okay,
if I miss that only one material number or component number, then it's difficult, right? So always we suggesting that use the bill of material. That bill of material information will capture in the PO. Okay, but still, uh, if you don't want to use the bill of material, you can directly entering that component details in the PO. Clear? Is it clear? So my ultimately my target is I need the component information in the PO along with my final product. Okay, whether this components which is coming automatically in the PO or we are entering the manually the components information. Okay, that is secondary. Okay, so but if you have a BOM bill of material, then it will be captured automatically. So no need to be enter again the component information. If we don't have that bill of material, then you need to be manually enter the all this information uh, in the PO. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir. From
Yeah. Okay. So any doubts, Yogesh? You just drop me a message. I could not able to hear you. The voice. Okay. So this is the alternative BOM. Okay. If you have the alternate, if you have the multiple options like okay, I can produce this product in the different combinations and I can produce this product in a different combination. Okay. Then I can maintain the BOM 1, BOM 2, BOM 3, BOM 4 like that. Okay. Because there might be have the multiple options. Okay. If suppose I'm just producing the uh, some food item. Okay, so maybe I can use different ingredients, you can use this different ingredients, but the final product will be the same. Okay, so the components we can use multiple ratios. Okay, so in that case I can go with the alternative bombs. Okay, now I have the question here. Okay, if suppose I have the alternative bombs, multiple alternative bombs. Okay, so multiple alternative bombs are there. Okay, so how the system knows that which bomb I need to be on consider, which bomb I need to consider?
by using the serial numbers, like material number.
Material number is same, right? So final product is same, right?
Yes, sir. But we every like we have
So
like serial numbers.
when I'm creating the purchase order, how system knows that whether I just go with the first combination or I should go with the second combination? Because when I'm discussing about that, this bill of material is the automatic capturing component information, right? So I don't want to be enter manually.
Okay, so okay,
So how you
although my final product is the same, but my ingredients are different. So whenever I'm creating a bomb, although my final product is the same, but the bomb number will be different as so that to identify what kind sort of top products I'm using. So I guess we can enter the bomb number in the purchase order.
We can give our goods receipt number for in bombs, so that we'll get
goods receipt? Why it is coming goods receipt here? I'm talking about a purchase order, right? There is no goods receipt here first. First of all, we are discussing still in the purchase order level. We still not discussed about the goods receipt here. Okay. Okay. So the one thing here. Okay. Because I just want to capture automatically this information. Okay. What you need to do? You need to be enter the production version. Okay. There is a concept like production version. Okay. So that information you need to be enter in the info record. Okay. So as you said that okay, there is a alternative bomb 1, 2, 3 like, but yeah, so this alternative bomb 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, whatever it is there, but we will be entering that production version. In the production version, we are selecting that which alternative bomb we have to be captured. Okay, that we are mentoring in the info record. Okay, so info record, what do you mean by info record? This info record you have the vendor and material combination, right?
Yeah.
But these two are the combination in the under plant, right? in plant and purchase organization. So, so when I'm just creating the purchase order with reference to this vendor and material and this plant and purchase organization, so the system will be checking that in the info record what production version which is maintained, in this production version which alternative bomb which is maintained, for this alternative bomb which combination is maintained. So based on this, the information will be captured. Okay, clear? Is it clear?
Could you please explain again?
Okay, so we have the field production version in the info record. So you know that material info record, right? Purchasing info record. Do you know that? Okay.
Yes.
So purchase info record. What do you mean by purchase info record? We are entering that the information between the material and vendor combination. Okay, in plant or purchase organization, we are creating the info record. So this is the also master data. This master data will be helpful when I'm creating the purchase order. The price and tax and other factors, all it will be capturing from info record to purchase order. So along this one, we also have the production version field. This production version, we are selecting that for this main material. Okay, we have the multiple alternative bombs are there. Okay. Out of this multiple alternative bombs, I'm selecting one alternative bomb.
Okay.
Okay. So this alternative bomb will capture when I'm creating the PO. Okay. So in this case, suppose alternative bomb 1. Okay, alternative bomb 1 and here alternative bomb 2. Okay, so what it will be happen in the production version, suppose I'm just mentioning that alternative bomb 2. Okay, so then what will be happen when I'm just creating the purchase order with this vendor and material combination in this plan and purchase organization? What will be happen? The system will check that what production version is maintained. For this production version, what it is connected. So it's connected alternative bomb 2. Okay, clear? Is it clear?
Got it. Okay.
Okay, so this is the production version. Okay, now as of now we discussed about that the components and the final product. Okay, so we generally call this is the parent material and this is the child components. Okay, so child component and parent material. Okay, then this combination we are maintaining in the bill of material. Okay, that is one, and the second one is okay byproduct. We discussed about a byproduct. Okay, so what do you mean by byproduct? Apart from our actual product, if we are getting any additional product, that we called byproduct. Okay, so this byproduct we will get, and other than this one, recursive bomb. Recursive bomb is nothing but like a, if you are sending the same product and receiving the same product, then that we call as a that we are maintaining as a recursive bomb. Okay, in the big bomb, apart from these alternative bombs, if you have the main bomb have the recursive bomb. Okay, so recursive checkbox is there. That checkbox you have to be selected. Then the system will understand that okay, the component and final product will be the same. Okay, then production version. The production version will be useful when you have the multiple alternative bombs. Okay, out of the multiple alternative bombs, if you need to be select only one alternative bomb as a fixed alternative bomb, then that will be maintaining in the production version. Okay, clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now there is a one more concept like subsequent adjustment. Subsequent adjustment. Okay, so what do you mean by subsequent adjustment? Anyone have the idea? Okay, so subsequent adjustment is nothing but like a, if suppose my planning is material to prepare the material XYZ, I'm just assuming that 10 pieces of material A is required and 100 pieces of material B is required. So what I did, I just send this sending these material A and material B to subcontractor to produce the final product. Okay, now maybe the quality of the material A is not good, or maybe material quality of material B if it is not good. Okay, so instead of 10 pieces, okay, the vendor is asking that I need 20 pieces. So 1 kg of material XYZ if it is required, then I need 10 pieces of material A, 100 pieces of material B. But in this case, what will happen? The quality of the material A, which is not up to mark. So instead of 10 pieces, I need 20 pieces to produce the product. So material B will be the same. Suppose let's say material B is same, but material A, maybe he is asking excess quantity, because when I'm just using 10 pieces, the final product which is not getting properly, because the quality of these 10 pieces are not good. Okay, so in that case they are asking that, okay, I need material A 20 pieces, so that excess quantity, okay, this excess quantity, or okay, that we call as shortage quantity. Yeah, so we can say shortage here, shortage it is there. Okay, or suppose sending these material A, 10 pieces, let's say assume that 10 pieces, okay, and 100 pieces of material B to subcontractor. Okay, so after he produced the product, okay, he said that, okay, boss, these products are very good. Okay, instead of 10 pieces, I'm using only 9 pieces. So I will just send that one piece, whatever it is remaining, that one piece I'm just sending back to you. That is, this is excess product. Okay, so that adjustment if you want to do, okay, you can use the subsequent adjustment concept. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so any excess or shortage on the components, okay, you can adjust based on the subsequent adjustment.
So any excess or shortage, that means
Sorry,
if,
sorry.
if one final product is for producing a final product, I'm spending 10 quantities of let's say suppose material A and 100 quantities of material B. Instead of 10, I'm using 20 quantities, that is considered as shortage. And if instead of 10, I'm producing the final product using 9 quantities, then the extra remaining quantity 1, that is considered as excess. Okay.
Excess, correct. So this shortage, why I'm saying shortage, because you are sending initial 10 pieces only, right? So there is a still 10 pieces shortage is there. So that 10 pieces you need to be sent back again. Then only he can start the production, right?
Okay.
So there is some shortage it is there. Clear?
Okay.
Okay. So that concept, if you want to adjust that, you can use the subsequent adjustment. Okay. Clear?
Okay.
Okay. So if you want to example, okay, simply I can say example like, okay, I'm just preparing halwa. So how many you know production of bread halwa? So what you need bread halwa? So let's say I need a bread, so 10 kgs of bread. Other than this one, we are also using that 1 kg of kova, pika kova. Okay. So now out of this 10 kg bread, if you see that the quality of this bread is not good and it is not workable 10 kgs to produce the 1 kg of the halwa. Okay, so what will be happen? Maybe they can ask excess quantity, which is like 2 kgs of bread. Additionally, they can ask that, okay, I need extra 2 kgs bread because these breads are not up to mark, maybe the size or maybe the quality or something. So I'm just asking 2 kgs extra because I need to be prepared 1 kg of bread halwa. This is my target. Okay, it might be sometimes it is excess or maybe shortage. Clear?
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just giving the food items because you can easily understand, because in your home you're producing, you know, right? So that's why I'm just giving the example of the this food item. Okay, you can take it up even machinery related as well. Okay, so mostly it is we are doing this subcontracting majorly for the food items related, right? Production related, oil and this kind of m- powders. Okay, so those kind of this majorly taking this one. Okay, so this is the concept of subcontracting process. So any questions on subcontracting process?
Present, no, sir. Once I will check it and I will, if there is any doubt, I'll ask you, sir.
Sure. Okay, once we started practically, okay, you will be understanding that what is the bomb and what is the concept of the byproduct, how we'll be handling this one, subsequent adjustments. Okay, and these and all will be doing in the practically. Okay, now the next process will be stock transfer order. So STO, we can say STO. So this is one of the process which we call like MMSD integration. Okay, because we are doing stock transfer order with the delivery. Okay, so here outbound delivery which is integrated with ST. So because of that we say MM and ST integration. This is one of the concept when we're talking about integration. Okay, so there are so many other processes are there without integration with SD also. Okay, so try to understand first how many ways we can do the plan to plan transfer. Okay, so we can transfer the stock between the plants. Okay, between the plant, that means plan to plan transfer. Okay, with using the single step procedure. Okay, so here what will be happen in the single screen, we can issue the stock and we can receive the stock in the both plants. So the receiving and the supplying both will be happen in the single screen. Supplying and receiving will be happen in the same screen. Okay, and the next process is transfer posting between the two plants, between the plants with two-step procedure. Okay, so what will be happen here in first step procedure? First step, what will be happen? Supplying, supplying plant sending the goods. Okay, then the second step, the receiving plant will be receiving the goods. Okay, so these two cases, okay, we don't need any order, purchase order, anything. We can do directly material document posting. Okay, so when this will be happen, okay, when the plants, okay, might be if you see that, okay, the manufacturing plant and the sales point, the distribution plant might be it is in the side by side. In that case, they can use without orders and without anything. So they can use this transfer posting concept and they can transfer the goods. Okay. Then the third step which will be have that, okay, STO, stock transfer order between the two plants via MM road. So why I'm saying via MM road? Okay, so we are not touching here any outbound delivery. We are not doing any ST road here. Only MM road we are doing. So what we can do here, we are raising the order. Okay, that means the requesting receiving plant raising the order to supply plant. Okay, so let's say I need some stock or 10 pieces of stock I need. Okay, so the receiving plant they requested that, boss, I need 10 pieces, can you send these goods? Okay, so then what they can do, supply plant will be sending the goods. sending the goods to the receiving plant. Okay, then receiving plant will receive the goods. So there is nowhere here outbound delivery here. Okay, so in the MM transactions directly, the material document, it is a first they will create the order, purchase order, that is stock transfer order. Then in the material document screen, they will sending the goods, that is a goods issue. Then in the receiving plant, they will do the GR. Yeah. So any questions here? Somebody they are asking question. Any questions? Okay. So then the next step is STO process. Okay. STO between the two plants. Okay, via SD road. Okay. So we can say here without billing. Why we are saying without billing, I will tell you. Okay. So this we call intra-STO process. Why we are calling intra-STO? Because within the same company code, okay, within the same company code, that means within the same organization, they will be sending the goods from plant to plant transfer. Okay, so in this case, okay, we can say that okay, we just transferring these goods to my own company or plant. Okay, so we don't need to pay any amount to the supply plant or receiving plant because it is my own company. So the manufacturing plant can send to the depot plant, and the depot plant can send to the stores. So they can like this one. Okay, in this case, okay, we don't need to be write a billing because we are not selling these goods to the my plant. It is my own or my own plant. Okay, so in this case, no billing it is required. But why we are going SD road? Because you are doing with shipping. Okay, so with shipping, when we talking about with shipping, okay, we are going with the outbound delivery process. So you are creating outbound delivery here to track the transportation, packing, and shipment. All these things you can do it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yogesh, do you have any questions here?
No question.
Okay.
It is just that within in interest rate, there is no GST happening. That's why we don't need any invoice.
Yeah, no need to be any billing because it's like a my own branch. It's my own branch to branch we are transferring. So we can say in case suppose there is some income tax department or sales team or maybe customs related team if they're catching and they're asking that where is your bill, you can show you that pro forma invoice. Okay, this pro forma invoice is a dummy invoice which we are creating. Okay, so here we're just mentioning that it is a plan to plan transfer. We are not selling any goods. Okay, it's not for sales. Clear? Okay, now STO, the next process is STO. Okay, between the two company codes. Okay, so you can say between the plants across the two company codes. Okay, so when we're talking about two company codes, okay, legally it is like two different entities. Okay, so the accounting always will be maintaining at the company code level. Okay, the books, everything, tally and everything will be happen at the company code level. So even if it is my own organization, my own company, if it is group of the companies, okay, still, okay, you are maintaining at the company code level entities. Okay, you are maintaining that books and everything. You are maintaining at company code level. So obviously it is like sales process only. Okay, so even if you are transferring to my own plans, but these are the two different company codes, two different entities. Okay, obviously it will be like you should go with the with billing only. Okay, so here what will be happen? via SD route with billing I'm going there. So when I'm just say that, that is called enter STO. Okay. So can say via shipping and with billing. Via shipping with billing. Okay. If you talk here via shipping without billing. Clear? Okay. So other than this one, even with shipping, we are going here, shipping document, outbound delivery, and the billing we are creating here, actual billing we are creating, and the invoice also we are creating. So how it will go here process? Okay. The STO purchase order will be created. Where it is created? Who will create the STO? Who will request that? Is it supply plant or receiving plant? Who needs the goods? Who needs the goods?
Receiving.
Yeah.
Plans.
So receiving plant will create the STO. Okay. Then outbound delivery. Okay. And PGA and billing will be happen if there is any transportation, shipment, cost, everything that will be added here. Okay. If everything it is there, then will be prepared by supply plant. Right. Then GR. Who will receive the goods?
Receiving plant.
Receiving plant.
Receiving plant. Right. Then who will write the invoice?
Receiving
Supply plant
plant.
will write the invoice and that invoice will be updated in the receiving plant. That means we need to clear the payment. So the receiving plant will be paying the amount to the supply plant. So even if it is my own company, even it is a group of our own companies, but both our company codes are different entities, different kind of businesses. They have to be pay amount from one entity to another entity. It's a normal customer order and customer concept, customer and vendor concept. Is it clear?
I
Yes,
have a
sir.
question here.
Yeah, please.
So in the GST regime, okay, we have a T code called J underscore one IG underscore INV for raising an invoice in the receiving plan. What
Sorry,
happens?
can you drop me a message? I didn't understand that.
Okay,
Can you drop me a message here?
yeah.
Okay. So in GST, REGM, okay, we have T code, okay, for raising the invoice in the receiving plant. Okay, this is for India, okay. Okay, so what is the question here? So outside India, when we talking about that, it is like import process, right?
No. So what I'm asking is, in the receiving plant, if I have to raise invoice, I use J underscore one IG underscore INV T code. What happens, if my, supplying plant or the receiving plant,
So how
both
you
of the plants are
how we are
receiving
doing
based
if
out of
in case if
India.
it is a export sales or if you doing import procurement, how you will do the process?
Is it Myro? Are we going to use Myro?
No, Can you drop me message again? What your last question?
No, my question is basically in the GST regime in India only.
Mhm.
Uh, for raising an invoice in the receiving plant, I'm using this T4, T_1 IGN. Okay. What if both of my plants are situated outside India? Then, if I'm raising an invoice in the receiving plant, then
Mhm.
how will I raise an invoice in the receiving? That is what I wanted to know.
No, there is separate process for that. Customs, so you need to be clear the customs as well, right? So, in case if your the supply goods are from the outside country, okay, so you cannot directly get the goods without clearance of the customs, right? So you need to
Okay.
be clear the first customs. So in that case, it won't become GST process. That will be again related to customs. So GST will be
Okay.
come in within India when you are doing the sales, or within India if you are doing the purchasing. In that case, but if you are purchasing from outside, okay, then in that case you are paying already customs to the government India, right? Indian government. So you are already liable to pay some amount to the government, right? So either you are paying from the customs. In that case, why you need to pay again GST?
Okay. Okay. I was
Correct,
just
right?
asking.
Yeah. So in the export sales, how it will be happen? It's the same concept. How the export sales and import procurement will be happen the same way here also. Okay. So if it is outside of India, then the process will be different. Okay.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Okay, then I think this was the STO process. This is one of the important process. Okay, even ST point of view and MM point of view, both it is very important. Okay, so majorly this intra and inter STO, which is very important. Okay, these two are the SD and MM integration. We cannot say 1 and 2, 3 are the SD MM integration. Only 4 and 5. These two processes are the SD MM integration. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then. Good. So then we'll continue tomorrow then. Okay. So I'll tell you tomorrow. Okay. Okay. If I have the plan to traveling to the Bangalore. Okay. So maybe I will start late night. But in case if I started early, then I will say okay. Maybe I can postpone that to Friday.
Can
Saturday.
I actually, because even I'll be outside tomorrow. I have to
When?
visit the
Friday?
plant. I have to visit the warehouse for, we are implementing WMS. So I have to
Uh,
visit the warehouses system. So
when
can
it
we
is?
expect
When it is? It is.
tomorrow I'm visiting the warehouse
Okay,
because
okay,
we
okay,
are
okay.
implementing the
Okay, then it
WMS.
may be. I will just come back with that. Okay, maybe you could. If it is not possible for you, we can skip the call. Tomorrow. Okay, so
Yeah,
that's fine, right, Shankar?
I'll let you know by 6:30 or 6 o'clock tomorrow,
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure,
6
sure,
p.m.
sure, sure,
If it
definitely.
is okay.
Okay, then. So that's fine, right,
Okay.
Shankar? No problem,
Yes,
right?
sir. No problem, sir.
Okay, okay. Okay, then I think yeah, we'll